Be fantastic. They haven't performed that well this far. So Orisa Reinhardt, double barrier here, and that's going to be Gargoyle taking out the K straight away. So you just send Gargoyle in, swinging the hammer, and getting a kill.
Even with Checkmate getting knocked down the well at the start of the fight, which is one of the worst heroes to have lost in that way, he's fine. With 5 players, the Florida Mayhem.
Wall comes in, a counter wall there from Yaki to keep Gargoyle alive.
And alive he stays until the Shadow might cause a problem there. Yes, he falls to the amped fire strike from Mag. The Justice now need to spend no more to win the fight.
Yeah, big shatter from Mag, and then the fire strike through the amp matrix. That is good enough to get a team wipe.
Wow, they just go back behind the shatter. It's good. It catches 2. Immortality Field has to be used there, but it's unlikely to be enough to keep at least Fury in the fight. He falls to the Blizzard. And Florida love the teleport hijinks with Reinhardt in the mix. It looks good right there.
4 ultimates have to be invested there, though, for the Florida Mayhem. That is big damage. Oh, and that was actually Gargoyle looking for the charge through the teleporter, but broken up by the May wall.
Yep, a Florida Mayhem classic play, that one. The Blizzard is very good, though. Assassin makes sure no one escapes from that. And Mag chewing as he goes.
Maybe you're just close to the shatter, so you leave it. So Gargoyle playing the Reinhardt here leaves his whole team to get shattered.
I mean, he didn't leave them. He had no shield, Matt. No shield. He got blown up so quickly. And that will be because of the amp. Florida Mayhem. This Art of Chaos sometimes works against them. I guess they're not immune from entropy either. Overtime now. Slime very low as Baby tries to pepper him as he approaches the point. This will be the cleanup, and the Justice take the first round.
Yes, they make the changes right after that first fight. They go.
See the turret there up top. BQB finds a headshot, but Decay gets the better of him there. Just riddles him with the body shots. Doesn't need to be flashy to get the job done, this man. Oh, the halt. That's problematic when the micro rockets come into the equation. Gargoyle gets a quick double. All right, Mag's able to find Gargoyle after he is desuited here. Immortality Field had to be used by the Justice. They have the better positioning right now, but it's a question of numbers. Back to Justice. Mag was there to protect Decay from the hold follow-up. Here's a Deadeye now from Washington. Decay comes forward, aggressive, gets Slime, even with the defense matrix in play. It looks like Gargoyle couldn't protect the Lucio. Speed boost really helps Decay come forward.
Gargoyle's not going to make it out with this mech, so going to have to jump off the side.
A little bit over there, some pink, but not a lot. Okay. Yaki has the turret in play now. Self-destruct coming to the backside. Sound barrier being used here. It's going to be Gung Engine going down to the bomb. What a high-value pickup for Fury. Fight's over before it begins now.
I need a doctor.
God, I mean, the Justice for Decay.
Yeah, I mean, well, one of the things I think Sideshow mentioned in the match against the Dallas Fuel is how good BQB was. His checkmate gets so low. They're going to keep him alive as Decay takes out BQB. Was that like the Justice would just end up matching this? And really, this is what the Mayhem looked the best at with the Orisa Sigma shield compositions. And that the Justice kind of played themselves into a bit of a loss. But I know Decay getting that pick off at range. So when that shield war, you see how aggressive checkmate is. You have to play with the Tracer. The Tracer's got to be the one to get the picks off here.
Decay's in a great spot to pressure the enemy Orisa here, but Yaki and Gung finally have struck, and they strike true. It's Mag that goes down first. Decay could still be a factor late in this fight here, but losing Fury now means that your staying power is severely compromised.
And closer,
forcing fights. They're still making progress here. Gravitic Flux from Fury. Needs to be careful, though. The high ground there is an air matrix. He still gets 2 kills. Unreal stuff. Fury has to be so tentative about how he uses that. He can't even really scout with the first part of Gravitic Flux at risk of dying to the amp damage. But he still gets 2 massive kills with it. The follow-up's so good for the Justice, and Fury's just a beast.
So you have not really gotten that much out of the Widow yet. Assassin's still able to rule the sky on Echo.
By that
Maker, I think you would have imagined or would have hoped is checkmate gets so low coming out of the spawn. Is Yaki able to find yet another one? I mean, Yaki doing all he can to keep Florida in this.
Kicking and screaming, Matthew. That's always been the story. Yaki, 20% to another pulse bomb, but there's only so much that one Tracer can do.
Unstable.
And eventually Yaki is going to fall into some trouble here. So BQB had an off angle. What? Gets glocked by Closer? Excuse me? Okay, man.
I mean, that's a rough. I mean, BGB are still able to come out on top in a big way. They still
Great
get
halt.
Gravitic Flux with a halt.
Yeah, the halt makes that so much nicer. Otherwise, I think it only catches the Sigma of Gargoyle. But they get Gangnam Jim inside that as well. So it's just huge value. Checkmate here, just stalling card, dying on card, doing his due diligence there to try and...
But still, I mean, you're going to have the Amp Matrix coming online. This will be Assassin, who potentially could get a Gravitic Flux of his own.
No one's watching Yaki right now, but he's still pretty concerned. Ah, another Flux. That's tough for BQB. He's not getting out of that one. Yaki goes very, very low. It's a rock inside spawn as Gangnam Jim, yeah, was at risk of dying there for sure. Gravitic Flux coming out from Gargoyle, but the card's still moving. Checkmate needs to get back there. He does. He gets rid of Assassin as well, so stall plus kill ain't bad, but it's going to take a lot more than that for the Mayhem. And ooh, 2 minutes 13 on the clock. That is a very, very good attacking time. Inflated by the winner's advantage. This cannot be turning into a spawn camp for the Mayhem, but so far, it's headed that way and fast.
I mean, they're just ignoring Yaki. Like, he's doing so much damage, you know, on the flank and causing a little bit of chaos. But they just march right through the front line, and there's nobody. They're not able to.
That they get aggressive, but they're going to run into an amplification matrix. Yaki's going to go around.
And they drop their own Amp Matrix, Florida. It doesn't seem like they really get much use out of it as a Bob comes here on the flank. The Bob is big. Yeah, a bit of a mess there on the side, but the Bob on the flank puts in a lot of damage on these tanks as Yaki pushes.
Another pulse bomb there. Good Gravitic Flux on a mag, but he should be able to sail out of that one with the Fortify. Loses the Supercharger though, and it's a pulse bomb attachment on a Bebe. That's huge. BQB as well helping out. Gets rid of Decay, and now the Mayhem are starting to find some momentum, Matt. This is very good after a slow start this round.
Yeah, they can't just ignore Yaki anymore. They need to have some kind of answer. And like I said, just before that fight, I'm surprised I wasn't seeing Decay switch.
This up as well. Amp Matrix from Bebe. There's going to have to be some value accrued. All right, BQB's done.
What?
Okay, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I mean, the whole team's dead.
That's a tough one. Yaki tried to pulse bomb Assassin.
Maybe Gargoyle,
by the way.
Maybe Gargoyle's going to... Well, it was the only thing that was really... It was the only thing that was really... you know, losing.
Well, they had a
game,
brig. They just had to swap off it. They chose to with the McCree in play. The Mercy offers you a lot, I guess. Especially the Resurrectors, a defending team, Matt. So that's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah. And, you know, the Res, the Valkyrie, right? I think really for the Res. So even if Yaki gets back.
Well, second, it's staggered kills against the Mayhem, which means they can't even get 6 players here. Checkmate's ball touches. Sticky bombs on him. Assassin very low. Able to get hopped up though.
They barely make it back on as that'll be Slime getting on with a rally. Assassin up in the air doing tons of damage, and that'll be the Justice getting a hold on the third. Now you're going to have Mag with a Primal Rage.
Half of the Mayhem's time bank is already gone. Mag gets hacked but can still do work in his small room, but needs healing badly. Pulse Bomb taken away, sure, but Mag is also removed. Fury from the high ground here does get hacked, so he's stuck up there for the time being, unless he wants to commit to just boots on the ground, which I strongly doubt. And Checkmate has a Primal Rage here. Still needs to respect Bebe. Maybe tries to bait a sleep there with that bubble, but with Decay going down to BQB, it looks like the Mayhem will come up with the goods.
All right, Mayhem, they finally break this, and look at it, they're in a great spot.
That suits them by the looks of things. That's the EMP, catches 4, Mag disintegrates under their scrutiny. Decay doesn't fare much better. It's a Coalescence that ultimately claims him. Fury to the point, he has a self-destruct, so a potential remake opportunity, but Yaki was waiting in the corner there. Tracer versus Mini Diva. Remake! Oh no, Yaki! Oh no, he didn't know! He lacked the critical information somehow, wasn't ready for that. That is, that's a killer for the Mayhem, man. Absolutely brutal.
Move forward, and you're walking to rally plus EMP, or you move backwards, and now you just give up so much time, and guess what? You're going to get EMP'd and collapsed upon anyway.
Checkmate, there was no way he was going to escape there. Assassin is ready to finish what he started after the EMP came in, and this puts the Mayhem in extremely dangerous territory. His own Gangnam Jim goes for the coalescence here. And it is Mag in Primal with Nano. He's got everything you could ask for as a Winston player. And Big Cube's hacked. He's hacked with the MP. He can't use it either. An absolutely diabolical situation for the Mayhem. All these shiny ultimates, no chance to use them. What on earth is the point? Slime taken down, and that'll be that. Absolutely disastrous situation for
Matrix and Valkyrie here. And
Oh,
that'll be
it's
a
perfect.
Halt plus the Flux.
Had to be a Fortify for Checkmate to get out, so he's burnt that awful early. Fury gets Gargoyle with an accretion, just a little follow-up there. This is a masterclass of off-tank play. Whether it's Diva, whether it's Sigma, Fury is leading the way.
And
this
you're
map.
not even going to be able to touch here, I think. And maybe
Oh, forget
you
about
get to
it.
the high
You're getting
ground.
staggered.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get the closer spawns here, but I mean, you're going to have to winnable, and that could not be any further from the truth.
Assassin is unable to do much here. Yeah, I could hear the BQB was behind him, so he draws McCree out of position, but that's all he does with that. That is an extremely underwhelming duplication. Oh dear.
It's definitely not over yet. You'll get the kills here onto Closer and Decay to round it out. So,
Tracer picked off. They expect a pitch battle in the middle. I think Checkmate super out of position. Matt, this is not where you want to be as the Orisa at all. Immortality Field used so early and it's already been taken down. This is not it. Gravitic Flux from Fury. He can't even fight his opponents who are supposed to be defending the point. Checkmate eventually is the one who gets the Flux. Back to spawn with you. Yaki returns though, and getting rid of Bebe's pretty darn big. Fury is dead here.
yeah, that fight, there are players everywhere. I mean, even from, like...
See what the Justice can get out of Decay in an offensive sense. Halt there. A lot of damage on the front line. Checkmate trying to push through. Yep, they found Decay, but can they get rid of him? Immortality Field. Decay stepped out of it at just the right time as it dissipated. An Assassin finds BQB. A duplicate here on the Tracer of all things. Assassin now can get into the backline with this switch up. Beautiful stuff. The Justice looked like they didn't have anything to bring into that fight, but it turns out this was all they needed. Pulse bomb on Checkmate. That'll end it. And the Mayhem get absolutely bowled over here by a Justice. Did not like how they looked after that Atlanta match. So back to the drawing board. They fix things up. They look vastly superior in this game.
Yeah, and I think the Florida Mayhem definitely going to have to go back to the drawing board.